Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and doing well. Today we are going to start our online classes. I hope you all will enjoy this class. Okay, now open your book on page number 46. The topic of our unit is shall we, should we, and may we. Our unit number is 6. The topic of our unit is shall we, should we, or may we. And in this unit we are going to cover conversation, vocabulary, comprehension, and the grammar part. Okay, let's start our lesson with the conversation. Okay, open your book on page number 46, unit number 6. Shall we, should we, may we. Okay, when we look the topic of this unit, here we have 3 new words: shall, should, and may. Shall, should, and may. These 3 words are modal verbs. In grammar, these 3 words are modal verbs. Okay, now come to the conversation part. We have the conversation. First, I will read and you have to listen carefully. Harley: hooray, we made it to the carnival. Tom: yeah, and we are lucky because it's the last day. Stella: I think it's great that all the attractions are half off. Tom: I had like to take advantage of all the discount and try to ride all the rides. Sarah: and I could ride the white horse on the merry-go-round. Okay, this is the conversation between the friends Harley, Tom, Stella, and Sarah. So here they planned to go to the carnival and they made it. Harley said that we made it, कि हमने ये बना लिया और हम कार्निवल तक पहुंच ही गए. Tom: yeah, and we are lucky because it's the last date. Tom क्या कहता है कि या हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा खुशकिस्मत हैं क्योंकि ये आज इसका आखिरी दिन है. Stella: I think it's great that all the attractions are half off. स्टेला कहती है कि ये बहुत ही अच्छी बात है क्योंकि सारे जितने भी राइड्स हैं, जितने भी दिलकशिश राइड्स हैं, उन सारों पे आज ऑफ है. टॉम: आई हैड लाइक टू टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ ऑल द डिस्काउंट्स एंड ट्राई टू राइड ऑल द राइड्स. देन टॉम कहता है कि मैं इन सारे डिस्काउंट से आज एडवांटेज लूँगा और सारे राइड्स पे आज बैठूँगा. सारा: and I could ride the white horse on the merry-go-round. Then सारा कहती है कि मैं तो merry-go-round में जो white horse है उसमें तो ज़रूर बैठूँगी. Harley: I will try the flying cars, but that new ride might not be what I like. Then Harley कहता है कि मैं तो flying cars जो उन पे ज़रूर बैठूँगा लेकिन मुझे नहीं लगता कि वो मुझे पसंद आएंगे क्योंकि वो न्यू राइड है. Tom: I will try out a bunch of the rides, but I had also like to play some games. Should we all try to win a prize? Tom कहता है कि मैं तो जितने भी राइड्स से क्लस्टर ऑफ राइड्स पे मैं ट्राई करूँगी, मैं बैठूँगी, लेकिन मुझे गेम खेलना बहुत पसंद है. तो क्या हम प्राइज़ जीतने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं? Stella: oh, we must try the basketball game. I can sometimes shoot 3 baskets in a row. Then Stella कहती है कि हाँ, हमें बास्केटबॉल गेम ज़रूर खेलनी चाहिए क्योंकि कभी कभी मैं 3 बास्केट्स एक ही रो में शूट करती हूँ. Helen: here it is. Shall we? You first, Stella. Then Helen कहती है कि here it is, यहाँ पे है, क्या हम लोग ट्राई करें? Stella: पहले आप ट्राई करो. Stella: okay, I will give it a try. It looks easy when the men in the booth shoot it. Then Stella कहती है कि ओके, मैं ट्राई करूँगी. ये तो बहुत इजी लगता है जब कोई आदमी इसे दिखाते हैं, इसे शूट करते हैं, किक करते हैं. Tom: yeah, they can always make it look easy. While you are doing that, we are going to try the bowling game out. Then Tom कहता है कि हाँ, वो तो हमेशा ऐसे ही इसको easy बना के दिखाते हैं, तो आप ये कर रहे हो और हम लोग bowling game खेलने जाते हैं. Harley, we will see if any of us is an expert at the game. हम देखेंगे कि हम में से कोई एक्सपर्ट है गेम में. सारा, हे आई गॉट वन इन. फिर सारा कहती है कि या मैंने एक बना लिया. स्टेला, वी गॉट एन एक्शन फिगर फॉर ए प्राइस. आई विल बी रियली जनरस एंड गिव इट टू यू हेलन. एंड स्टेला कहती है कि हाँ, हम प्राइज़ जीतेंगे और मैं तो प्राइज़ जीत के एक्शन फिगर जीतूँगी और वो आपको दे दूँगी हेलन, क्योंकि मैं बहुत जनरस हूँ. हेलन, नो थैंक्स, आई एम नॉट इनटू एक्शन फिगर. हेलन कहती है कि नो थैंक्स, मुझे एक्शन फिगर्स नहीं पसंद. हार्ले, आई गॉट ए डॉल विद अ पिंक ड्रेस फॉर माई प्राइस. हु वुड वांट समथिंग लाइक दैट. ओके, अगर मैं पिंक ड्रेस जीत लूँ अपने प्राइज़ में तो किस किस को पसंद है. सारा, वी विल टेक इट, पिंक इज़ माई फेवरेट कलर. हम लोग ले लेंगे ये प्राइज़, हम लोग जीतेंगे क्योंकि फेवरेट पिंक इज़ माई फेवरेट कलर, क्योंकि पिंक मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है. हार्ले, गुड आइडिया. We will trade prizes. There's no way I will carry a pink doll around the carnival. So Harley said that okay, it's good idea and we will trade prizes. हम prizes खरीद लेंगे. So this is the conversation. It is a conversation between the friends Harley, Tom, Stella, Sarah and Helen. So here they went to the carnival and they thought to write all the right, and they thought to participate in games and win the prize. So this is all in the conversation part. I am repeating the conversation, so listen carefully. Harley, hooray, we made it to the carnival. Tom, yeah, and we are lucky because it's the last day. Stella, I think it's great that all the attractions are half off. Tom, I had like to take advantage of the discount and try to ride all the rides. Sarah, and I could ride the white horse on the merry-go-round. Harley, I will try the flying cars, but that new rides might not be what I like. Tom, I will try out a bunch of the rides, but I had also like to play some games. Should we all try to win a prize? Oh, we must try the basketball game. I can sometimes shoot 3 baskets in a row. Helen, here it is. Shall we? You first, Stella. Stella, okay, I will give it a try. It looks easy when the men in the booth shoot it. Tom, yeah, they can always make it look easy. While you are doing that, we are going to try the bowling game out. Harley, we will see if any of us is an expert at the games. Sarah, hey, I got one in. Stella, we got an action figure for a prize. I will be really generous and give it to you, Helen. Helen, no thanks. I am not into action figure. Harley, oh, I got a doll with a pink dress for my prize. Who would want something like that? Sarah, we will take it. Pink is my favorite color. Harley, good idea. We will try trade prizes. There's no way I will carry a pink doll around the carnival. So this is all in the conversation part. Now come to the vocabulary words. We have 11 new vocabulary words. The first is attraction, which means charm. Second one is discount, which means reduction. Third is booth. Booth means closet. Fourth is shoot. Shoot means kick. Fifth is bowling. Bowling means the game of bowling. And sixth is bunch. Bunch means cluster, group. Seventh is expert. Expert means skilled. And eighth is action figure. Action figures are those dolls which are representing a character known for the vigorous activity. For example, we have a doll of Superman, we have a doll of Batman, we have a doll of other characters. Okay, generous. Generous means showing kindness towards other. Okay, doll. Doll is a small model of a human figure. Trade. Trade means job. Okay, we also have an expression, for example, made it, half of, take advantage of, in a row, shall we try out. So these are the expression and the vocabulary words that we used in this lesson, in this conversation. Okay, now come toward the comprehension portion. Page number 47, we have a reading paragraph. The topic of our reading paragraph is a special visitor. Ding dong. I ran downstairs. I couldn't believe that it was really happening today. Paula Drayton, who hopes to be an Olympic show jumper, was coming to visit me. Our friendship started last year at camp. I go to a horse camp every year because I absolutely love horses. I try to ride and jump whenever I can. Paula went to the same camp last year and we stayed in a cabin together. We became good friends and she was coming to visit me. I grinned as I pulled the front door open. Paula, I yelled excitedly, "It's so good to see you. Yesterday I felt like today would never come." Paula was jumping up and down with excitement. "Jenny, it's so great to be at your house. If you like, we can go to the barn in the back. My family is exercising the horses right now, so you will be able to meet my brother and my dad." "You met my mom already, right?" I asked. "Yes, I met her when she came to pick you up from camp. She was really nice. I would love to meet the rest of your family, but I had like a glass of water first," said Paula. As I handed her the glass of water, I asked, "Shall we go riding today?" "Riding is always my favorite thing to do. We might be able to try out the trial ride you told me about," answered Paula. As we walked toward the barn, we talked about which horse Paula might ride. Cinderella seemed like a good choice. So this is the paragraph. First you have to read this paragraph 2 or 3 times. Then after you have to look the comprehension part. In comprehension we have exercise A. We have a question that some verb phrases with modal verb are underlined in the story above. Write the verb phrase, then the modal verb, then the negative form with a contraction. Okay, in this paragraph we have seen the underlined verbs that are modal verbs, and we have verb phrase and we have negative phrase. So we have verb phrase can go, would go, shall go, and might be, and we also have could believe in this paragraph. So modal verbs we have can. The modal verb of can go is can. Here in verb phrase the modal verb is would. In verb phrase shall go, the modal verb is shall. In verb phrase could believe, the modal verb is could. In the verb phrase might be, we have modal verb might. So we have modal verbs can, would, shall, could, and might. And the negative phrase are, the negative phrase of can is can't, the negative phrase of would is wouldn't, the negative phrase of shall is shan't, the negative phrase of could is couldn't, and the negative phrase of might is mightn't. So the negative phrase of verb phrase is can't go, can go is can't go, the negative phrase of would love is wouldn't love, the negative phrase of shall go is shan't go, and the negative phrase of could believe is couldn't believe, and the negative phrase of might be is mightn't be. So these are the verb phrase, modal verb, and negative phrase, and this is all in the comprehension part. Now we have our grammar portion. In grammar we have a new word. As we saw in the comprehension passage, we have a modal verb. So look at the picture, look at the sentence that Marge says. The first one is, "Bart, you must go out of this room immediately." Look at the second picture. "Okay Bart, you can go out." Look at the third picture. Oh, Lisa, you should go out and see some friends. So in this picture we have three words: must, should and can. These three words are called as modal verbs. In these sentences, these three act as a modal verb. Okay, now we look the definition and structure and how to use the modal verb in this lesson. Okay, modal verbs. Definition of the modal verb is: a modal verb is a type of auxiliary verb that is used to indicate modality, that is likelihood, ability, permission and possibility. So it means that modal verbs are also called as an auxiliary verbs that used to indicate the modality, that used to indicate the ability, that used to indicate the likelihood, and that is used to give a permission, and that is used to tell us the possibility of something. Okay, so modal verbs are those verbs which indicate the modality, which indicate the likelihood, ability, permission and the possibility. We have a list of modal verbs: can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, ought to and must. These are the list of modal verbs. So modal verbs are also called an auxiliary verbs, and that is used to indicate modality, that is likelihood, ability, permission and possibility. इसका मतलब क्या है कि मॉडल वर्ब को हम ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब भी कहते हैं, जो कि किसी चीज़ की मॉडलिटी को इंडिकेट करने के लिए इस्तेमाल होते हैं. इसका मतलब है कि इसकी लाइकलीहुड को, किसी चीज़ की एबिलिटी को प्रेजेंट करने के लिए, किसी से परमिशन लेने के लिए और किसी चीज़ की पॉसिबिलिटी को हम लोग मॉडल वर्ब के ज़रिए इंडिकेट करते हैं, जैसे कैन, कुड, मे, माइट, will, would, shall, should, ought to and must. So these are the list of the modal verbs. Okay, now structure. So we have subject, modal verb, main verb and complement. In a sentence we always have a subject, that or I, we, you, they, he, she, it. So these are the subject. And we have a modal verb, जैसे we saw that must, can, should, may or will, and we have a main verb go, drink, eat or do. It means that modal verb always comes in a sentence after the subject and before the main verb. It means that modal verb comes in between the subject and the main verb, आफ्टर द सब्जेक्ट एंड बिफोर द मेन वर्ब. इसका मतलब ये है कि मॉडल वर्ब हमेशा सब्जेक्ट के बाद और मेन वर्ब से पहले सेंटेंस में आता है. इसका मतलब ये है कि मॉडल वर्ब हमेशा सब्जेक्ट के बाद और मेन वर्ब से पहले आता है. सब्जेक्ट आई, वी, यू, दे, ही, शी, इट, ये हमारे पास सब्जेक्ट है. मेन वर्ब हमारे पास गो, ड्रिंक, ईट, डू. These are the main verb. These are the base form of the verb. So modal verb हमारे पास हमेशा सब्जेक्ट के बाद और मेन वर्ब से पहले आता है. और हमारे पास एक और रूल है कि वी यूज़ द बेसिक फॉर्म ऑफ द मेन वर्ब्स आफ्टर द मॉडल वर्ब. अगर हम लोग मॉडल वर्ब यूज़ कर रहे हैं, अगर मॉडल वर्ब किसी सेंटेंस में आ रहा है तो इसके बाद हम लोग बेसिक फॉर्म यूज़ करेंगे. मेन वर्ब जो है उसके फॉर्म को हम चेंज नहीं करेंगे, उसके बेसिक फॉर्म जो है, जैसे फर्स्ट फॉर्म गो, ड्रिंक, ईट, डू. सो वी यूज़ द बेसिक फॉर्म आफ्टर द मॉडल वर्ब्स. वी यूज़ द बेसिक फॉर्म ऑफ द मेन वर्ब्स आफ्टर द मॉडल वर्ब्स. So this is all about the structure of modal. It means that modal verb always comes after the subject and before the main verb. So this is the structure of the modal verbs. Okay, this is the end of the lesson. You have your classwork and homework. Your classwork is write all the vocabulary words with meaning and the comprehension part in your notebook, and you have to write the grammar portion in your notebook. And your homework is you have to do your page number 54, exercise number A, B and C, and page number 55, exercise number E and F. So you have to do all these in your notebook and in your class book. Thank you. But if you have any question and if you have any problem, then you may call in the official number of the school and ask from your teacher. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.